EFF members are now leading marches across the country today, and they're calling for an end to rolling blackouts and the resignation of President Cyril Ramaphosa.
Also, law enforcement keeping a very close eye on hotspots around the country this morning.
But to give us that bird's eye view, Gareth, of what's exactly happening in Durban, we're now joined by our senior reporter, Dasen Thathiah, of course, this morning. And Dasen, good morning to you, colleague. Throughout the programming since 6 a.m., we've been at least seeing you just trying to monitor, at least from the sky, what's happening out in Durban. So far, what have you seen? What have you identified?
Well, Tamela, I think it'll be good news for most of the residents, particularly in Durban this morning, because what we've been seeing is a picture of a few blockades, but what's been reassuring is that authorities have been on scene. I'm showing you some of it now on the M25 in Nanda, that's North Durban. In fact, just a short while ago when we were here, the road had blocks placed on it. I see that's quickly been moved out by the Metro Police. There were a few private security companies here, the SAPS as well. And just a handful of protesters that were walking along this road a short while ago. There are still small groups that are gathered in this part of town. We've flown over this area, over Inanda. We've flown over Phoenix, Konubia. We've gone out to the central areas like Springfield Park. And that's pretty much been the picture that we've seen. The good news is that the N2 has free-flowing traffic in this part of Durban. And there is a very strong police presence here. Just a short while ago, I also saw that the Metro Police had their Nyala out and they were patrolling. And there seems to be a lot of coordination between both these private security companies and the law enforcement officials here, because as you fly over this area and move towards the central parts of Durban, you see groups of them that are gathered together. This is one of the scenes I was telling you about. Now you'll see the armored Metro Police vehicle there. It's also assisting to clear the road. There's a skip that's overturned there. This is one of the areas that this has been done, where there's been an attempt to block the road. But as you'll see, that vehicle is now being used to move it out of the way. And that's been, we've also seen police officers on foot that have also been trying to move the rubble and debris. By and large, Tumelo, I can tell you that traffic is not really affected on the main roads. It seems to be more here in very isolated incidents like this one, where we're seeing these types of blockades.
Yeah, so perhaps let's take it back to this past weekend, Jason. We just heard from Police Minister Begitele out in Mayfair, where Hardy Jockers was to take that media briefing this morning. And he said that 57 people in total have been arrested so far, and KwaZulu-Natal coming in third in terms of the most people arrested. Gauteng first, the Free State Province coming in second, but we're also seeing KwaZulu-Natal there as part of those provinces. What do you know about these arrests and what exactly happened in those incidents?
I'll be also, in fact, I'll be getting an update from our provincial police authorities probably in the next hour, so just to get an update on overnight arrests. I know that there were a few protests that took place. We were out last night as well, Tumelo, and there were a few incidents that took place, particularly around the Shallcross area. We saw reports in Forweni, there were reports in Kenville, and among other areas. So during those particular incidents, there were some arrests. Unfortunately, we don't have the updated numbers yet, because police are still collating those numbers, particularly here in the province, as a result of the work that they've been doing. So we will be able to bring that to you. This is what we're talking about right here, Tumelo. There's been a number of these types of inner roads that have been blocked, like you're seeing here. In fact, over the past week, in the same line of, or the same train of thought as, police being proactive and trying to arrest people that are seen to be causing these blockades, they've also been patrolling and picking up tires that are used for this type of protest action. So we've been seeing initiatives from private security companies and CPFs as well, that have been just being the eyes and ears of the police. So they've been telling them where they're seeing maybe 10 or 15 tires that are lined up. There doesn't seem to be an owner, because they know that it's normally used to do this, to protest and to block these roads. earlier when we flew over the Springfield Park area to Mellow, that was where in 2021 it was very badly affected by the July unrest, and there's a very strong police presence there because it's a shopping precinct. There's a mall there that was recently rebuilt. There are other malls that we've been seeing where people's parked outside, where there are security companies. So it seems like these hotspots have been identified, and that could also be contributing to what we're seeing, with the situation being fairly under control for now.
Yeah, absolutely. We also heard the member of the SAPS saying that it seems all is going well just in terms of monitoring and police visibility for now, but they don't want to claim an early victory just yet. It's only 7 minutes after 7. The day is still long, and they will be monitoring the protest and appealing for a peaceful one at that. Dasen, that's where we'll leave it for now, but definitely seeing that view once again of Durban, and our senior reporter Dasen Thathiah tracking what's happening for us out in Durban.
Well, let's go back then to one of our other reporters as we see parts of the road. That was the road that was down in Durban. I think it was Dasen Thathiah telling us it was the M25 near Nyanda. So rocks cleared off earlier, but you can see 1 or 2 burning tyres on the road. So that's the situation down near in Nyanda at the moment. Doesn't look like it's too bad, but we'll go back to him later this morning.